time. Everybody come join. Biggie, let's start. Every voice, every time. Hey, yeah. Biggie, let's start. Right. Share and subscribe. Right. Share and subscribe. Turn it up loud and tell your friends worldwide. Biggie on the mind, bringing truth every day. Real conversations in a biggie way. From London to the world, everybody come join. Biggie, let's start. Every guys every time. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, let's start. Right, turn it down and tell your friends worldwide. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, let's start. Bring it the vice, from the vice, from the start. Biggie, let's start. Hey, I represents in a biggie way. From London to the world, everybody come join. Biggie, let's talk. Every voice, every time. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, let's start. Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
Let's talk, let's talk.
Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Come see me. Gossip and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
It's just Biggie, come let's talk.
Biggie, let's talk. Yo, Biggie. Let's talk. Yo, Biggie, what's the gossip? Interviewing the best, finding out the tips and tricks. Yo, Biggie, let's talk. Yo, Biggie, let's talk. Yo, Biggie, what's the gossip? Interviewing the best, finding out the tips and tricks. Yo, Biggie, let's talk. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 Biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
Come see me.
Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we bringing that vibe. Real stories, real people. Yeah, we keeping it live. From the streets to the stage. Yeah, we speak from the heart. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we setting it up.
Oi, Biggie, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Oi, Biggie, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
It's just Biggie, come.
Let's talk.
Biggie, Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, 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 biggie. Let's talk. Let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Come see me. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we bringing that vibe. Real stories, real people. Yeah, we keeping it live. From the streets to the stage. Yeah, we speak from the heart. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we setting it off. Oh, yeah, biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Oh, yeah, biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. It's just Biggie Come. Let's talk.
Let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie on the mic. We're talking truth, no hype. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up.
Listen up, Biggie in the studio, where the real talk flows, yo. The vibe is buzzing, the truth is loud, but Biggie talking calm, keeping it proud.
We got stories of struggle, from hardship to hope, from the block to the globe.
Yo, Biggie, break it down, break it clear. No filter, no lie, just sincere.
Follow Biggie, 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 hit like and let's talk. We're not about drama, just about the life we walk. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up.
We talk about money, we talk about pain. The pain of the youth, the loss of the main. Biggie talk about love, about family ties. All the good and all the lies.
We break the chains of ignorance, show the truth with our own language.
We're building a bridge over the storm. Keep it steady, keep it warm.
Follow Biggie, 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 hit like and let's talk. We're not about drama, just about the life we walk. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up. So let's light things up. So let's light things up.
From the suburbs to the skyline, from the sunrise to the shine.
We're turning the page, turning the page. We'll break the walls, we'll break the cage.
Biggie on mic with heat to your ear. What's happening in the world, no fear. We talk about peace.
Biggie, 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 biggie. Let's talk. Let's talk. Biggie, 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 biggie. Let's talk. Let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Come see me. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we bringing that vibe. Real stories, real people. Yeah, we keeping it live. From the streets to the stage. Yeah, we speak from the heart. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we setting it off. Oh, yeah, Biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Oh, yeah, Biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. It's just Biggie Come. Let's talk. Biggie, biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Let's talk. Biggie, 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 biggie. Let's talk. Let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Come see me. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yo, biggie, biggie, biggie. Let's talk. Let's talk. Biggie, 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 come see me. Gap shop and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Oi, Biggie. Oi, Biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. It's just Biggie come. Let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's
Biggie, biggie, biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 come see me. Gap shop and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. It's just Biggie, come, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 come see me. Gap shop and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. It's just Biggie, come, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 come see me. Gap shop and gossip is what you need.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are watching from. Hope everyone's good, hope everyone's well. Sorry, I got called into work today. That's why my camera angle's a bit dodge. So excuse the little movement. But welcome back to Biggie Let's Talk, episode 87. Can't believe we made it to 87. And today's guest is a good one. So have you ever wondered how you turn life's moments of source of strength in today's episode? So just watch this. My guest today is a mental health advocate, mother, and author of So Who Are You Anyway? We're going to get into that a bit, get into her book in a little while. And she writes straight from a life experience to help people find a connection and clarity. So I'm super excited to sit down and welcome Sarah Rose. Let me bring you in, Sarah. Just hold tight 1 second. Hello, Sarah.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, all good. Thank you.
How are you today?
Good. I have to say that music is the best thing to have at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm having my coffee, dancing to your music. It's amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you. That's why I said to you, I thought, no, I couldn't tell whether you liked it or not. So I thought, let me ask if she wants to start a few minutes early.
It's a really good way to relax in the morning. I'll have to start paying that every day.
What's the weather like in Australia, or Melbourne, I should say?
Yeah, it's rainy and really, really cold here at the moment. Got the heater on.
It's never rainy in Australia.
Oh, yeah. I'm in a part of Melbourne that rains quite often, unfortunately.
Really? I keep forgetting Australia is such a big country, isn't it? It's not like the UK, which is a small island.
Yes, yeah. And I'm sort of in regional Victoria, so we sort of tend to get 4 seasons in one day sometimes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
very chilly here.
So let's get on with it. Sarah, welcome to Biggie Let's Talk. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and what inspired you to become a writer? Sorry.
Yeah, so I am just an ordinary mum, wife, worked in the community and disability fields for over almost 30 years. And what inspired me to write, I always wanted to be a writer. I went to a writers' festival here in August last year and saw these wonderful people sitting on stage telling their story. And I thought, well, I could probably do that. So once I set my mind to something, I got on with it. I had no idea really about what I was doing. I hadn't written a book before, but I used to love writing as a child particularly. So started doing my research and planning it out. And yes, I guess I can call myself a writer or an author now, which is really exciting.
Okay, so as you're younger, who were your main inspirations, author-wise or writing-wise or like reading books-wise?
Oh, look, probably when I was younger, I think about, Judy Blume or Terry Denton, all of those sort of childhood books, I guess, Graham Base. It seems like such a long time ago now to think about that. And I haven't really had all that much time to read in my adulthood either, because I'm always working or doing something. But always loved writing and reading.
Okay, was there a particular moment in your life when you realised you're going to pursue writing now? This is what you want to do?
It was kind of really at that Writers' Festival when I was hearing people sort of share their story. I had gone through quite a significant event in the years prior with my son's mental health journey, and I had started journaling. I've always kind of journaled kept, notes sort of each day about what had happened on the day, how I was feeling, all of that kind of stuff. And really then thought maybe I'm going to use some of those journal entries and put it together in a book. So that was kind of the inspiration, really, using the journal entries that I had and put it all together.
So I'm just going to turn the light on because it's too dark in here. 1 second.
Yeah, no problems.
Okay. Your work focuses on intentional writing for well-being. How did you discover the connection between writing and healing?
I kind of realized that journaling that I was doing probably could be of benefit to other people. And whilst some of it's really private, I thought rather than actually keeping it to myself, journaling was a way to get my thoughts down on paper. So it helped me navigate my feelings. Sometimes I couldn't actually, quite often actually, I couldn't talk about what was happening or even really name how I was feeling.
And
So
if you can help somebody,
journaling,
if you can help someone else along the way,
yeah,
even better.
yeah, exactly. And it kind of became a
Sorry.
conversation with myself,
Yeah.
and then helped me sort of reveal some of those things I was thinking and really started to think about how that could help other people.
Fantastic. And your work focuses on writing for wellness, well-being. How did you discover the connection between writing and healing? Did I just ask you that?
Well, I can expand on it because I think once I started writing just the day-to-day things, as I was healing or as I was getting a little bit more distant from that mental health crisis that had happened, I could see my writing was evolving. So I was starting to ask myself questions and write about that. So it kind of, I guess, evolved or got a little bit more deeper over time, and that helped the healing process as well.
Okay, let's get to your book. What inspired you to write? So, who are you anyway? Have you got it on you there?
I have. I've got a copy right here. Many copies. I guess it was sort of it's a book about identity, but it was a catalyst when I was helping my son through a mental health crisis. So in 2023, in October, unfortunately, he attempted to take his life. And from there, I started really, like, my whole world sort of turned upside down. I really literally asked the question, so who am I? I didn't know who I was. I didn't know everything that I had expected from life. And me, giving to everybody the roles that I was in, the motherhood, the family, the professional roles, started to sort of question, well, who am I and what do I even know? And I think that's where journaling sort of helped me make sense of that. So
Really?
hence the book came about. Yeah.
What message do you hope readers take away from reading your book?
I think they'll take away that they're not alone. I was really embarrassed and ashamed when this first happened, to my family. I was worried about what people would think of me. I think taking away that you're not alone and it's okay to ask for help. I carried that with me for so long without even sort of reaching out to anybody. And I think, if people close the book and think, yes, it's okay to put me back on the list because we're so busy, day to day caring for other people, then, I've really achieved what I set out to achieve in the book, really coming back to yourself and being, being your authentic self, I guess, through that process.
Yeah, because I've read some of the reviews on Google, on Amazon, sorry, and people really like the way you actually go through the journey, like you said, journaling it. I think that's what helps, and that's what made me want to do this podcast, because I thought, you know what, I'm a big believer of mental health as well. I suffer from it, so when it comes to raising awareness on it, I'm straight up for it all the time.
Absolutely.
Okay, did writing the book teach you anything about yourself?
Yeah, lots. I think it taught me, most of all, I've been very good at coping or masking how I was coping. And until you start writing it down and going through that process, you realize, wow, there's parts of my life that happened years ago that might link to the loss or the grief that I'm feeling now.
Yeah.
I also realized, like, how much of my identity was linked to caring for other people. And through writing the book and that process of supporting my family, came back to myself a little bit, my authentic self. And writing the book really showed that. And in the book, I do write I include a number of letters that I've written. So letters to, other people that are not, that are not sent. I write letters to the mental health system here in Australia. I write to grief and to my journal. So it really was a great opportunity to get a lot of those thoughts out, but make connections holistically in my life as well.
I was just going to say that, are there any chapters or stories that are particularly emotional or difficult to write? Because obviously writing when you're writing to people or writing to like organizations, it must have been difficult as well at the same time.
Yeah, and I think reliving the story as you write is really difficult. My son was amazing. I was really careful to ensure that he gave me consent to share my version of the story, and he read through that as well, which was emotional for him as well. And I think there's parts probably of the book that brought up emotions for me that I haven't touched upon in years. So, for example, part of the book I talk about the grief. We lost a baby in 2012, and then how that relates to the grief of the mental health circumstance, etc. So, yeah, there was things that came up that I hadn't really touched upon for many years, and then when you start looking at the connections, it's difficult to write about. But I pursued it, had some great help editing and reading over it, and yeah, we got through that bit, which was, I think, as you said, in the end helps other people, which is really great.
Okay, sorry. How old was your son, by the way? Can I
He was 16 at the time. Yeah.
And are you allowed to say what condition he had, what mental health condition he had? Is it in the book?
Yeah, so after that, he didn't have any sort of diagnosed mental health condition at the time, so it came as quite a surprise to us. Later diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and also ADHD, which has been a real eye-opener for us because there's a really strong correlation between ADHD and mental ill health and how, that impulsive behaviour can impact those kinds of outcomes as well.
The thing with ADHD is still I won't say it's new, but there's still a lot of research going into it. Whenever you talk to somebody about it, they don't really know, do they? Because
and I thought
triggering what's happening in the brain.
Exactly. And I thought, given that I'd worked in the human services industry for so long, I thought I should know these things. So there was a level, of shame and embarrassment for myself because I felt that I should know these things. But as you said, it's very individual, and it impacts people in a different way.
Okay. Was there any point where you doubted yourself or thought about giving up or writing, or how did you overcome these moments?
Many drafts. I wrote the initial draft. I put it down for a couple of months, and then I came back and thought, "Oh my gosh, that's rubbish," and I threw it all out and started again. I had a really great friend that helped me with the initial editing of just the really rough draft, so that was really wonderful. And again, she could make links between other parts of my life. She knew me quite well because you can't, after you write for so long, you can't see the words any longer. You need someone to come in and help you with the editing. But yeah, a lot of persistence.
Okay, I've seen some of the reviews on Amazon and other book reviews, but how have readers responded to you personally? Has anyone shared a story that has really touched your heart or anything?
It's been amazing. Really, even I had my official book launch just this past weekend, and prior to that, people had read the book. I had people calling me that I worked with 20 years ago, calling me to say, "Oh, that's happened to me too."
Okay.
Even just this weekend, a friend of mine got the book at the launch, and she messaged me to say she had stayed up till 2 a.m. to read and finish the book. She was just, really enjoyed it and really resonated with some of the points in the book. And people have come back to me and said, "Oh, I've seen myself in your story, in your description." So that's been really great.
Excellent. Okay, what advice would you give to somebody who has made a story inside? Who has a story inside but afraid to put it to paper, to write about it?
Yeah, I would say just start. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I thought. It had to be polished and perfect and, to put it down in writing. But once you start writing, once you start getting it down, the story takes off itself. If you've got someone that can have a look at the story for you or help you with the editing or the wording, but just start, give it a go. You don't need to wait until it's the perfect version.
Excellent. Okay, what's next for Sarah Rose? Are you working on another book or any exciting new projects?
Yes, I am working on a second book. So from this book, I've started. I've got myself in this commitment of 100 conversations. So what I want to do from the book is have 100 conversations over 12 months about the book, whether it's the writing process, whether it's the themes in the book, whatever that looks like. And I'm using some of those conversations, and I'm doing a bit of a narrative reflection, using that as the basis of a second book, because what I've realized is that meaningful conversations are not so common nowadays. We're all in a hurry. We're all, we might say, hi, how are you? And even walk on before we even hear the person respond.
The dog eat dog world. Everyone's so busy in their own life.
Yeah, exactly. And I've noticed that from these conversations, I'm going away and having, a bit of time to reflect on them. And there's just such meaningful revelations coming from them. So yeah, that's kind of the concept in operation at the moment, but working on that. I'm doing some journal workshops and things like that as well. So that's what will be coming next. I've just also designed my own set of guided journals, because people keep asking me, how do I journal, how do I start, that kind of thing. So I've developed some guided journals with prompts based on 5 initial themes from my book. So they'll be on my website shortly.
Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, what message do you want people to take away from listening today and discovering who they are?
Yeah, I think it's don't wait for a crisis to ask yourself who you are. You're not just a parent, you're not just your job, but give yourself permission to be curious and go out in the world. And I think it's okay to ask for help. As I said before, you're not alone, and you're not defined by the roles that you have in your life. So yeah, I think that there's a number of messages that come from the book.
Fantastic, Sarah. Thank you very much. I think you're an absolute superstar. But and finally, before we leave, did you manage to get me a nomination?
Look, I was thinking about this. I haven't actually told her, but there's a wonderful person here in Melbourne that I had a podcast interview with recently. Her name is Jane, and I think she's incredibly passionate about creating honest conversations about things that can be difficult, particularly like neurodiversity and mental health and experience of women. So I might reach out to her as well, and encourage her to come on your show as well. That'd be great.
Fantastic. We're more than happy to talk to her, especially anything to do with mental health,
neurodiversity. Yeah,
neurology. I'm a big believer. I've got my own neurology issues, so I'm definitely into that 100%.
Yes, yeah. She's a co-host of her own podcast too.
Yeah. I want to wish you all the best. And
Thank
I want
you.
to wish the book all the best. And if you need to tag me into anything to share, I'll be more than happy to share it for you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming on. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Guys, that was Sarah Rose. Don't forget to check her book out. 100%. It's available on Amazon. It's available in all bookshops. So who are you anyway? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and give Sarah a follow as well, and check out our website and everything. So this is Biggie signing.